arms and the celebrations continue here at Yankee Stadium. New York City FC, your 2022 Campeones Cup champions. 2-0 win over Atlas FC. And the celebrations continuing. Now we're going to get into, in just a moment, we'll get into the highlights from this one. 2 goals, one on each side of both in the beginning of each half, I should say. A 4th minute goal from Alexander Collins, 49th minute goal from Maxi Morales, and plenty of offensive action in between. This was very much an energetic back and forth match. We're going to pick it up in the 4th minute when that free kick from, we're going to get the highlight in just a moment, but again, now the team for New York City FC just slowly coming off of the podium, the third rail, packing the stands behind the left goal. And plenty of New York City fans and plenty as well. And what, I don't have the final attendance figure in front of me, but almost certainly the largest, we got the attendance figure now, 24,823, so just above what we had for the Tati Castellanos farewell match against Inter Miami back in July. Now we're going to go to the highlights. We'll pick it up in the 4th minute. A free kick service from Gabriel Pereira, ultimately finding Alexander Collins on the left post.
And here's a save and a goal for New York City off the deflection. Nico Acevedo on the keeper. No whistle from the referee in New York City. Alexander Collins coming through in the early stages of the Campeones Cup. We talked about moments that could spur New York City down the final stretch of the season. Perhaps this is the start of it. Pereira with the free kick, Acevedo hassling the keeper, and Collins with a finish.
Well, it certainly felt like Collins was offside because the defense of Atlas was absolutely statuesque. Acevedo gets in front of the keeper, Vargas, flicks it on, and Carl Campbell was like any good centre forward, but he's a centre half, and he finishes at the back post. They were caught absolutely napping Atlas Football Club. They really...
So Collins with the header off the deflection, and New York City with the lead within 4 minutes of play. In the 14th minute, City had an opportunity to double their lead with a free kick about 30 yards from goal, and a lot of those opportunities in the first half coming off the set pieces. It was Santi Rodriguez who stepped up to take.
Angle to the left. Santi Rodriguez, Kevin O'Toole. It's going to be Rodriguez who takes it and hits it over the bar and wide left.
New York City would get another set-piece opportunity in the 19th minute. This time it was Maxi Morales stepping up to deliver the cross, and he aimed in the direction of Maxime Chanot.
25 yards, slight angle to the right. Morales is over the ball, so is Pereira. Fuchs challenged Barraza, so instead of going up high to catch it above his head, Barraza decided to punch it, and he just popped it straight up in the air. That was a moment I don't think I've ever witnessed before from a keeper.
Atlas nearly got an equalizer right on the stroke of halftime, with Julian Quinones getting a quick shot on goal off a turnover.
Gray has it, turns under pressure, loses the ball. Quinones, he'll take the shot, saved by Luis Barraza. That one from 22 yards, and it was comfortable, Barraza. He saw it all the way, had a clear path. He dove to his left and palmed.
So that was the last highlight of the first half. Both teams going into the locker room for that. And real quick, just to give you an update on the scene here at Yankee Stadium, all the City supporters, as you can imagine, still hanging around, and now City with the trophy going towards the left field bleachers, where the third rail, packed in those bleachers, still very much relishing this. And it's always a good night in the stadium when We Are the Champions is playing over the loudspeaker. Anyway, let's get back to the highlights, and we'll go to the second half. Start in the 49th minute. New York City attacking in transition. It was Tyler Magno setting up the through ball for Maxi Morales in the box.
Back to Magno, top of the D, finds Maxi Morales. Here's the shot, and New York City takes a 2-0 lead just 3 minutes into the second half as Morales slots into the back post, and he runs to the corner flag to the left, mobbed by his teammates. Santi Rodriguez on his back, now Nico Acevedo. Morales also getting hugs from the supporters who are on the left edge of the stands overlooking Yankee Stadium near the left field foul pole. And a great moment for the 35-year-old Argentinian as he puts New York City up 2 goals.
And look, Tyler Magno can get all the plaudits in the world, as can Morales for finding the back of the net. Let's not forget where this goal starts. From Luis Barraza, the ball was bobbled into him by Tavon Gray, and somehow he met it on the half volley, kept it in play, played it back to Tavon Gray. The ball then goes another 100 yards up the field. It's a wonderful goal and a wonderful finish from Morales. Doesn't try to hit it too hard, hits it with the laces, just guides it past Vargas. That is a top quality goal, Glenn, and let us give plaudits to Barraza as well. You said it at the time, Glenn, before you realised the ball was going to go up the other end and end up in the back.
So Magno to Morales on the goal. City getting their second 4 minutes into the second half after they got their first goal in the first 4 minutes of the first half. So very much history repeating itself again in the second half. City nearly made it 3-0 in the 51st minute as well when Collins set up another chance for Rodriguez.
Facing the opposition goal, he's facing the defence, he's running at them, the same as he was for the goal and the assist.
Look at Collins on the takeaway from Morales, cuts it back, Santi Rodriguez, saved by Vargas. Rodriguez put it low to the right, Vargas dove effectively. Rodriguez, he was trying to place it, didn't have much power, and that allowed Vargas to go down and make this.
65th minute, Morales played the role of facilitator again, finding Collins on the through ball to set up a shot.
And on the counter, New York City with great numbers led by Maxi Morales. Here's the overlapping Collins on the left. Morales finds Collins, and he can't finish it. The keeper, Vargas, was able to come off his line. He read it all the way.
The 82nd minute led to a particularly dangerous attack for New York City. Plenty of space in the final third on the build-up. It ended with Morales at the top of the box, finding Magno.
And another header won by New York City, this time Thiago Martins to Pereira, lays it off to Gray, and plays it down to pitch to the sprinting Tyler Magno. He's got Thiago in front of him. He's also got Maxi Morales on the left. Here's Maxi at the top of the area, one-on-one. Back to Tyler Magno, he's in close, and he misses front post side for the right, side netting. Magno can't hit the target. Well, you either go low to the back post or high to the near post, and he chose the latter and missed the target.
But it ended up not mattering. New York City FC holding on to get the win and the Campeones Cup title. I'm going to take you through the team stats for you now. New York City FC, they had 58% of the ball in the first half. Atlas got the edge of them in the last 45 minutes. Possessed